couple of different opposing coaches this week have talked about how big of a difference you all are with Josiah in and out of the lineup. Just how big of a difference is it with Josiah in and out of the lineup from your perspective?
I would say he's a huge part to the lineup because we know the impact that he brings to on winning a basketball game. He doesn't have to score the ball a whole bunch. Doesn't have to. He could guard the best player and not score a basket, and he'll still impact winning. So we know that's a huge part. So when we do have him, that's a huge plus for us.
How big did y'all need a night like tonight? Not just to win, but to play well on both ends of the floor.
Yeah. Well, we've been talking a lot as a team without the coaches and with the coaches on how we have to get our swagger back, and I feel like tonight we just went out there and we were just worried about that. Honestly, it wasn't. We got to make sure we can run our offense the right way or any of that. We was just saying, hey, we're going to shoot our open shots and we're going to play with the type of swag that we were playing when we was on a hot streak.
How impressive was what Uros gave y'all tonight after only playing 3 minutes, Texas A&M?
Yeah, well, we know whenever he's on the court, he's going to give it his all. He's going to fight no matter what. He's going to duck people in. He's going to do what he can to impact winning. And we know whether it's 3 minutes or 30 minutes, he's going to try to give it his all.
Zakai, Rick said several times that you're a guy who, when you make a mistake, your mindset's to try to fix it right away, and that sometimes maybe that makes problems get a little bit worse before they get better. How much have you tried to change that process as a point guard and trying to kind of see the big picture?
Yeah, well, I know now, like, if I make a mistake, the best decision isn't always to just, hey, go get it back, go for a steal, go for a home run play, because that can make things way worse. It could change the 8-point lead to 11-point lead or something like that. But I've definitely been working on it, and coach has been getting on me about it, and that's exactly what I needed. But me and him having those one-on-one conversations and assistant coaches talking about those little brain force errors in the middle of the game, it has helped me a lot, and I feel like I have gotten better in that.
Zakai, you talked about playing with swag, and you guys are a great defensive team, and that's been established. But to really, kind of get that swagger, do you need to play on offense like you guys did tonight, and to get that feeling?
I feel like the same swag that we play with on defense, we have to play with that on offense, because I honestly feel like we are a good offensive team, and we know we can do as just players. We know how hard it is to guard each other, and we guard each other every day. So if we play with that same swag that we play with on defense, like knowing that people can't score on us, we just got to bring that to knowing that we can score on anybody.
Zakai, it's not often that one team in the league beats another team in the league twice by a total of 83 points. Why do you think you play so well against South Carolina? You swept them by 83 points.
I mean, some days the basketball can go in the basket, and some days it can't. I'll just say that we had better games, but I give it to South Carolina. They're gonna fight. They are a pretty good team, but it was just our night tonight.
How is B.J. Edwards growing throughout this season, kind of from when he got here to where he's at now?
He's grown a lot. I talk to him in the room sometimes. We hang out all the time, and he's grown a whole lot. And from the first day that I played against him, I knew that he was special, and he's a really good basketball player. But just to see his growth and what we need him to do, it's amazing to see.
What's it been like seeing Jeremiah's confidence on the offensive end seemingly grow a ton in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah. It definitely has grown a ton, and he's another guy that I talk to a lot, and he was like saying things how he wants to help us on offense, and he doesn't want to feel like he's a liability. And I don't feel like anybody on his team, coaches included, felt like that he's a liability when it comes to offense. But I feel like he just had to bring his own swagger back to it and get it going.
Coach Barnes said that Josiah Jordan-James takes pressure off the rest of the team when he's playing. What exactly does that feel like? What's the difference there?
Yeah, well, we know on the defensive end, it's definitely not going to be a drop-off. On the offensive end, it just brings us up even more. And he can guard 1 through 4. He's hard for opponents, big men, to guard. So when you bring him out, that opens the court up for me, Santi, BJ, Jamon. It opens the lane up for all of us to drive. And he can drive himself, so it's not a lot of big men that can stay in front of him. And when they do put guards on him, he's a great mid-range guy, so it's just hard to guard him, period, when he's on the court.
How do you feel about Josiah's cats?
His cats, that has kept me away from his place. I'm not a big cat guy, and Yeah, he agrees. When I went there and I saw them cats, I was ready to go back to my mom's house. Honestly, I'm not big on cats, and when I do go over there, they got their piece and I got my piece, and we squash it there. I don't even try to look at them. I'm not a big fan at all.